Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the price of Bitcoin because on the 4-hourly chart, Bitcoin is forming a symmetrical triangle which has NTA 50-50% chances of either breaking towards the upside or towards the downside. So today we'll be discussing the levels this symmetrical triangle can form and the macro charts for Bitcoin where we can lead to as well. But guys, remember, nothing in this video is financial advice whatsoever. This is just my own personal TA and opinions only, so always make sure to do your own research before trading or investing. But guys, let's jump into the video. Now, before I jump into the charts, I want to update you guys about the Binance situation. Now, if you've either tuned into my space, which was absolutely amazing, it was my first ever Twitter Spaces, or if you've watched my update video yesterday, Binance suspended withdrawals and other stuff yesterday for a very long time, and their withdrawals were suspended for a quite extended amount of time, which was super scary, because imagine the people that have millions and millions of dollars in Binance on the exchange, or just the retail investor who has a lot of their personal savings or investments on Binance too. They couldn't access their funds for a very long time. However, it is thankfully resolved right now. Binance tweeted around 19 hours ago that the withdrawals are resumed, which is perfect. However, this just shows that we should never keep our crypto on exchanges that we don't want to risk. That's what I'm personally doing. All right, I'm not risking any crypto on an exchange that I'm not willing to lose, only if I want to open a trade or buy something from spot, but the rest is on a hardware wallet off exchanges. But I'm glad that everything is back to normal now. But jumping back onto the price of Bitcoin, as I mentioned, there is a symmetrical triangle forming. However, on the 4-hourly, what I also see is a potential head and shoulders pattern that could be forming as well. But of course, we need a confirmation for Bitcoin to break towards the downside and drop all the way down to the $24,000 range, because that is where the support of the left shoulder is. But before that happens, of course, it's not confirmed, but it is a possibility, and this could be forming on the price of Bitcoin. However, these are the levels that I'm cautious of. So of course, this is the first one, as this is the left shoulder support. Then this is the resistance of the left shoulder. So if we do see a breakdown from this symmetrical triangle, these are the levels that I will be looking at. But this is my first take profit. I will probably be taking all of my profits if I were to open a trade right over here. But then I would wait to see what's going on at this range, if we're consolidating or if we drop below over here. So that's what I would be looking. But if we do see a break towards the upside, which you can set alerts, by the way, on TradingView, you can set an alert towards the upside or towards the downside to see which way we could break. Then my target would be the $28,590 range, because that is where we have some resistance over here on the 4-hourly. However, of course, the target for this would be, you would be measuring the height of the symmetrical triangle to see where the target is, and then you put it at the end of the triangle. That would give us a target of $29,800 around that area. However, again, I do want to get above this resistance over here to see that confirmation. And on the weekly chart, guys, something also that I'm not too keen on seeing is that we are in a very critical range. This is what the purple range is. We have a lot of back tests on the previous cycles of Bitcoin within this range. Now, currently we're getting rejected from this level on the weekly chart, which is not nice whatsoever. And of course, for a bull market to be confirmed, I do want a lot of volume in this range and then breaking towards the upside. But right now, it does look like we're in a bull trap. And this weekly candle is currently a doji. So if we see, there's still one day and 13 hours for this candle to close. So I am waiting for the weekly close of this candle to assess what's going to potentially happen. But if the next candle opens lower and continues lower, this could indicate a reversal on the price of Bitcoin. Now, switching to the daily chart, I want to have a look at the MACD on the daily chart, because on the daily, the MACD is slowly starting to reverse. Of course, there is no confirmation yet. There's no bearish signal yet, but the MACD is slowly starting to reverse, which is of course not good because the daily is relatively a macro chart. Now, I also want to jump into the DXY. Now, the white graph is actually the price of Bitcoin, and the normal price candles is the DXY candles. As you can see, Bitcoin and the DXY, which is the dollar, the value of the dollar, have lost its inverse correlation, because usually whenever the DXY dipped, dipped, the Bitcoin price increased in price. However, this is not what happened this time. As you can see, when the DXY dipped, so did the price of Bitcoin, which is very, very interesting because this is not what usually happens. And in the previous video, I did mention this pattern, I believe, and we broke towards the upside. And this usually, of course, breaks towards the upside. My personal target for the DXY would be the 103.85 level. However, do keep in mind there is a sell on the MACD on the 1 hourly chart. If I switch to the 4 hourly, the MACD actually looks pretty bullish, so that should be fine. And of course, because Bitcoin lost its correlation a little bit, let's see, even if the DXY increases, Bitcoin could still fall, but of course it has somewhat lost this correlation already. But it's pretty interesting. I just realized my TradingView subscriptionship ended, so I need to renew it after this video. But again, this is what I'm looking at. And finally, if I jump into the S&P, the S&P is still forming this ascending triangle, which usually tends to break towards the upside, of course, but we're still inside here. There is still a lot of time for a potential break on the S&P, but so far it's looking okay. Let's see what happens on the Monday market open, but so far this is what I'm seeing. But guys, also check the links in the description below, because there is you can get up to $30 on TradingView on your new TradingView plan with the link in the description below. And guys, also you can join my free Telegram channel where I update you guys with my videos and my TA, which I usually post before I make videos because it's just easier for me to update whenever I see something. For example, this was posted around over 2 hours ago, so make sure to join in. There's also an awesome community in the chat section, which I usually go in there, and if you have any questions, I do try answer as much as I can, so you can check that out. But guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely weekend, guys, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. So take care and bye-bye.